Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to make a paper loom. We are going to weave different colored paper strips into our loom, just like you might see on a basket. This is made out of wood, and we are going to make one out of paper. So check around your house. See if you have a woven basket that you could look at for inspiration. All right, I'm going to take a blank piece of paper. You need just 2 pieces of paper, 2 different colored pieces of paper to make it easy on you. Okay, so with my loom, I'm going to decorate my loom. I'm going to flip it over. I've already started. I'm going to show different lines. I'm going to do a zigzag line all the way down my loom. I'm going to make a pattern. I'm going to repeat that zigzag line all the way down my loom. And one more. Up, down, up, down, up, down, down. What else could we make? I know. Let's do a wavy line. I'm going to do an orange wavy line. Ooh. All right, another line I know, dashed line. I'm going to do some dashed lines in between. It's okay if they overlap. Overlap is when something goes on top of something else. I am having fun making patterns with my lines. And how about some polka dots? I think some polka dots on my paper will look fantastic. All right, I have decorated my loom. I'm ready for the next step. So I'm going to put this, my extra paper, to the side. Now, with our loom, remember, loom, we are going to fold it long ways, okay? So I'm going to flip it upside down, and I'm going to fold and line those corners up as best you can, smooth it out, and make a crease. Now, we want the folded side facing your stomach, okay? The 2 open flaps, I want us to fold down about 1 inch from the top and make a flap. It almost looks like an envelope. This is our guideline. We are actually going to be cutting up from the fold to the guideline. Do not cut past that line. So we're going to make 3 cuts. Starting on the fold with the paper folded, we're going to cut up the center, stopping at the crease. Now we have a cute little pair of pants here. Next, we're going to cut our pair of pants equally in half. So we had a hole. Now we have half. And then we're going to cut each half in half to create a quarter, stopping at the fold. Excellent. Now we have a pair of pants for our alien friend. Woohoo! Great. Now we're going to actually open up our loom, and we should have all these openings. This is what we're going to weave our paper through. So let's put this to the side. Put this right over here. Now I'm going to use 2 different colored pieces of paper so you can really see this special A-B pattern I'm going to weave, okay? Now you can see I want my paper strips the width of my loom. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to cut about 1-inch strips of paper. I made my pink and black strips 1 inch apart. I just guesstimated. Now, here I've cut both pieces of paper at the same, so I've cut 4 strips, but 4 times 2, actually 8, okay? Now, I'm going to write these letters on my strips with my white and black crayon, but you do not have to write these. These are so you understand the pattern. We are going to make an A-B pattern in here. Pink is A, the black strips are B. B for black, okay? So every time we're going to alternate weaving. So this is how it goes. It's going to go over, under, A, B, A, B. Okay, so I'm going to start with A. I'm going to get my loom. Remember that fancy word? Loom. Okay. If you've written the letters on it, that's completely fine, okay? I'm going to start weaving. I'm going to start lifting up the slots, sliding my A under the first slot, it comes out the second slot, and back under. So it's now gone over, under, over, under. Next, I'm going to grab my B color. Now my B color starts under every time. See how it's going the opposite way? Then over, under, over. And you want to carefully wiggle it down till it touches. Now let me show you what happens if we weave our A pattern in a B pattern. So instead of starting over, look what happens if I weave it in the B pattern. I'm going to start under again. Under, over, under, over. Well, I weaved it correctly, but oh no, they match up. And they're going to slide down. They're not going to interlock like that woven basket needs. Okay? So if this happens, if they match, just pull it out and try again. Look back to that first A color and say, oh, it starts on top. Put it over, under, over, under. Oh no! I forgot to go under. I have too much of that A strip and they shouldn't be next to each other, right? I'm going to pull it back and put it under. And just keep weaving. All right, my B pattern. Under, over, under, over. Whoop. And it's okay if they move. You can fix them once we're through weaving. All right, we're on our A pattern. Over, under, over, under. Pulling it down till they touch. Oh, look how fun our woven mat is looking amazing. All right, and now we are on our B pattern. We're going to start under, over, under, over. All right, now, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I have enough paper left to fit my A pattern. That's okay. If you need to stop right there with a little slit, I'm going to try and see if it fits through. Oh, I might be able to just squeeze it in. You can always take your scissors and trim that last piece a little bit thinner to make it easier to weave. Okay, let's get that last A strip in here. Over, under, over, under. Awesome. Yay! We did it. We have our woven mat. This looks amazing. Now, to make sure our strips don't move and wiggle out, you could always, once you're finished, take a little glue and flip up the strips and put a little bit of glue down to keep them in place. Making sure to line them up with the edge of your, what's that word again? That's right, loom. And if any strips are hanging over, you can always trim them off once everything is glued down. All right, good job, guys. I hope you had as much fun as I did weaving and making your very own paper mat. Looks amazing. Look at those lines. It looks so cool, the checkerboard pattern. All right, have fun. Stay creative.